Hey, I'm going to show you how to make this chart so that you understand the value of your notes and your rests that we're going to learn about. I think that writing the chart out is going to help you. That's why I didn't want to just send you something already made. So here's how we're going to get started. If you're using lined paper, which I imagine most of you are, you're going to count down and make sure that you're covering 13 lines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lines. Okay, and we're just going to make a line down about this length, this width here. Is that 13? Well, that's 14 lines, but anyway. Okay, so do another one about the same width, so you have about the same space. See that? It's okay. Let me let you bring that part up. See where it's in your upper part where you have room there? Let's do another one. One more about that width. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you need to get it as best you can so that you can write there. Okay, then I'm going to take a line, see, and I'm going to go across here because we're making a chart, so we're going to be able to name the chart and give the names to the different positions. Okay, right here I want you to write the word value. Well, let's start here and write the word rest. R-E-S-T, rest. Right here you can write the word note. N-O-T-E. Okay, here you'll write value. V-A-L-U-E. And then over here you're going to write name. N-A-M-E. Feel free to pause the video so that you can catch up with me and we can write at the same time. Okay, now let me take you down here and show you some of the shapes we'll be using to make the notes. We're not making the rest today, but we are going to be making the music notes. So let me show you some of the shapes we'll be using to make those notes. Some of you who are in recorder or another instrument performing arts class, you may see these notes all the time, and some of you may have seen them other places, your hymn book at church and stuff like that, or on sheet music. But let me show you how we're going to draw them. You're going to need a couple of simple shapes. One is I'm going to make this and we're going to use 2 lines. Okay, that's why you have so many lines here. So with 2 lines, the base of most of the notes are going to be an oval shape like this. If I get my pen to write, come on now somebody. There we go, an oval shape like this. Okay, and then all the notes are going to go into that top line and bring it down. Kind of looks like a D. Ugh, kind of looks like a D, but it's not quite a D. Okay, it's not supposed to be anyway. All right, so that's kind of the shapes you're going to use. Again, some will be open like that, but some of the ovals will be like this, and you'll fill it in. This is really hard to do looking through the camera instead of just looking at my hand. It's weird. You fill it in, and then you'll bring that line straight up. See that? That's how we're going to be making our notes. Okay, so these are the basics. Go ahead and practice that before we write on our chart. So pause the video and practice that. Okay, if you've practiced making that oval shape in one line and then the line going up to the next one, then you're ready to start making some of these notes. Let me show you how we're making our first note right here. Okay, we're going to come here. See, we're using both spaces for our note. We're going to come right here and make that oval, and we do want to fill it in, so go ahead and color it in. Make a line going straight up and then give it a little flag like that. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? So let me do it down here. I made the oval, colored it in. It's a little bit better than this. I made the line going straight up, and I gave it a little flag. See that little flag? Bloop. That's what you're going to put on it. So it's an oval, colored in, straight up, and then bloop. See what I did there? So I have that taking up 2 spaces. Okay. This is an 8th note. And I'm going to write 8th right here between these 2 spaces as well. E, I, G, H, T, H. 8th. It's really strange writing like this. Oh my. Okay. An 8th note is valued at a half of a beat. Okay. This value is showing you how many beats each of these things are going to be worth. It's valued at a half of a beat. So I'm going to write a half. Okay, 1/2. That's a half a beat. See that? That's that 8th note. We're not going to write the rest today, so you can draw a line here if you want, so that you can show that you're going to the next one. All right, and the next one, go ahead and press pause if you need to, so then we can draw the next one. The next one is going to be a quarter note. Quarter. Q U A R T E R. A quarter note. Okay, a quarter of something is 1/4 of it, and usually a quarter note is worth 1 beat. Okay, so let me show you how to make this quarter note. You're going to start with that oval shape again down here. Oval shape. And the line is going to go straight up. Okay, just don't make it raggedy like mine. And then you leave it alone. So there's no flag up here or anything like that. Okay, you leave it like that. That looks like a golf club or something. And that is worth 1 beat. So I'm writing 1. You see the chart we're making? Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to make the next one. I want you to pause if you need to catch up, and then make the next one with me. So let me draw the line here separating. Okay, the next one is called a half note. Half. H A L F. A half note. Okay, here we go. Watch this one that I make. Don't go ahead of me. Watch this one. I'm going to make the oval here that we started with the other one and make the line straight up, but I leave that one open. See, I did not fill in the oval right there. I leave that open. This is a half note, and a half note is worth 2 beats. Boom. How about that? Okay, let's go ahead and separate and make the next one. All right, remember to pause if you need to do it so you can catch up with me. Here's the next one. We have an 8th note, a quarter note, a half note. Now I want to make a whole note. Watch this. Just make that oval around. And that's it. No line or anything. That's a whole note. They all look different. They look similar in some ways. They each have the ovals and stuff, and some of them have lines. Some of them are open. They share different characteristics, but they're all different, so you can know which one is which. So this is a whole note. W H O L E. Shablim blam. Okay, a whole note is worth 4 beats. Boom. See this value right here? I'm going to put beats value so then we can know what we mean. Beat value. How about that? Okay. All right. Now I want you to pause the video here and look at this again. Okay, look at that one I just made. Look at that. That looks weird. Let me tell you what it is. This is called a dotted half note. You know why? Because it's a half note with a dot. See? A dotted half note. That's it. That's all it is. Half note with a dot. So let's write dotted half note over here. I want to say dotted half. D-O. I have to look at my hand. T-T. E, D, H, A, L, F. Dotted half. Okay, and let me talk to you about how much this one is worth. Anytime you see a dot, that means you're going to look at the note in front of it and you're going to add half of what that note is worth to the note. So what I mean by that is a half note is worth how many beats? 2 beats. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of math for you. A half note is worth 2 beats. What is half of 2? Half of 2 is 1. Watch this, see? So I'm going to do this 2 divided by 1. Divided by 2. Excuse me, because it's over half. Oh, y'all, I just got to look. I can't see it through the camera. Oh, my. This is a 2. Okay, just pretend that's a 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's how you make a half, right? You go over 2. You're dividing by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I know that my dot is worth 1 note. Okay, here's my half note plus my dot. Okay, which is my 2 plus 1. Look at what it equals. My half note plus a dot equals a dotted half note. And 2 plus 1, which is what we figured out the dot equals, okay, equals what? 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is worth 3. I know that's a weird way to go about it, but you just have to remember that that dot makes this right here equal to 1.5 what the note is there. Okay. Excuse me. So I wouldn't dot this usually. You don't see a dotted whole note, okay? But the other ones can have dots. But right now the ones we're going to talk about are this one, okay, dotted like that. And I'm going to write one more here for you, and this is going to be part of your work. I'm not going to tell you how much it's worth. You're going to have to figure it out, and you're going to have to figure out the name of it, okay? Look at everything else we wrote here, and it will help you figure it out. Watch this one that I write, and I want you to draw it with me. I'm making that oval again, and I'm filling it in. And I'm making the line. Now you know what note that is, but look what I'm adding. I am adding a dot. I'm not going to tell you the name of it. I want you to look at what we named this one. Look at the name of the one that looks like it and figure out the name of this one. And I want you to figure out how much it's worth. It's a little bit tricky, but it's something that you all can do. So once you get this written just like this, I want you to stop the video and I want you to play the other video with the song so that you can practice learning this, okay? This is how many beats are for these notes and for the rest when we fill those in, okay? Half a beat for an eighth, 1 for a quarter, 2 for a half, and a whole has 4. And if I see a dot, I know what I've got. I'll add half the value of the note that came before it. Okay, remember that rhyme. Okay, look at your lyrics, look at your other video, and by the time I come back to you guys, I want you guys to be able to show me what this is and what this is right here. Okay, because if you practice the song, read the lyrics, and look at this chart right here, you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, all right guys.